Continuation of environmental science topics in this environment and biodiversity. Okay, that ecological successions, okay, how it's working. Okay, it is a process by which the mix of species habit in the area changes over the time. Okay, gradually these communities replaces another until climate community like mature forest is reached or until this disturbance like fire occurs. You can see these images that bare rock and lichens and small annual plant lichens. Okay, and perennial herbs and grasses, grass shrubs and shades, incident trees and shadow trees. Okay, if increasing the height of the mountains, a lot of things are changing. The pioneer stages, hundreds of years it will take to things, but it's not immediate things. So climax of the community will be differ. So that ecological succession we have to consider about it. But the types of ecological succession how would such you, and primary succession and secondary succession and cyclic successions. So it is succession that starts lifeless areas such as region divided of this soil or the areas where the soil is unable to sustain life. Secondary succession occurs when the primary ecosystem gets destroyed. This is the only change. Cyclic succession, this is the only the change in the structure of an ecosystem. On a cyclic basis, some plants remain dormant for the rest of the year and emerge all at once. This drastically changes the structure of an ecosystem. So ecological it's like a case study concept. Ecology succession occurs in national parks. This national park suffered huge wildfire. Okay, it happens in the US. Almost 50,000 of acres. It's like almost some of the city size. This national park suffered huge wildlife fires, and restoration of the forest was left to the nature. But that human is not taking into this concept. In the initial days, only small plants grow in the burnt soil. After that, several years, the forest showed diversity in the tree species. The tree before the fire were mostly evergreen, while the trees that grow after the fire were the deciduous in the nature. Just think about the fire once it's happened, how the changes are happening in this world. So the limitation of things we as a human we have to focus on it. Just it's like a small pond or whatever it is, whatever small forest or big forest, that ecology succession is so hugely affected. From this figure you can see that red and orange. Okay, the plants are how it's suffered and how much square the green things are there. So you could see about it. So these type of three types of succession, that how once it's fired or spoiled or destruction is happened this for ecological system. Example, in the forest, what's happening that small plants initial days, some it will take some month for small things initiation, because the land got fired, because the temperature was high during the fire. So automatically the microorganisms might have died. So it will go through the step by process. So the initial small plants, some very fine plants. Okay, then what will happen that for diversity, some small trees will be there, and different type of plants will grow. Then the trees, then it will become the greenish one. It's like what we before have seen. So these are the successful ecosystem you have to focus on.